the teleporter position 2. So there's a position 2, let's see, and then there is a port position 2, which is right here. Both of these are actually saying when the player gets to a certain position from the triggering, do you want to move the player to a position on the teleporter? As a for instance, you may have it where the player jumps on the edge, and then you want to take control and say you're going to move him to the center of it before you move him down. If that's the case, then that's what you want to use this for. You can actually use a start position, vertical, horizontal, and end position. So it's where's the player going to start, and then where's the player going to move to. So if you had a tunnel that you want the player to move down to, you have them start, and then the animation is going to move them down to a certain point. And this just helps for control, so wherever the player is in this location, it's going to make the adjustments correctly so that he looks right as he goes down it. You'll have the position XY and end position XY, so you can actually move those. And remember, each one is separate. You may want only vertical. You may only want up and down movement, so that you don't care where the player is in here. You just want them to move straight down once they get into the trigger range. Then you have the start move time, end time. So how fast is it going to take place to get from one point to the other? The default set to half second, which is fine. So if you decide to use these, double check. It may go slower. It may go the right speed for you. All right, and then you have the options for collider and it's a little bit. These will probably be cleaned up a little bit better. These should be in their own rollout for the collider option, but this is actually the collider option for the settings on the port. So each port can have their own option as well. You have the teleport camera shake. So the shake system is just saying at what state. It's very similar to the door. What state do you want to shake the camera? Is it when the player starts teleporting, after end? If it is any of those, you can just enable it there. Alright, and then the port 2 settings. So the port 2 settings, port color, position, trigger, and all those is the same setup as all of the teleporter settings, but because there's a secondary one, you have a whole set of different options for them. Now these are the default settings that the rest, so you may have like 10 teleporter extra ports that are going to be placed in the scene. This is going to be the default for all of those. Each one can be different, but you just have to make sure that you set your basic setup for it there. Alright, and for us, all of the settings here, all of these should be by default ready. Yeah. Okay, so the last thing we want to do is fill in the port animations. We only have the originals here, so we're just using those. If you had a separate one, then that's where you could place it. So I'm going to say it starts idle, enter and enter, and then the exit and the idle. There we go. So those will be our port animation set up, and that'll get us done for the teleporter so we can start using it.